Hello. We're coming in hot here at the BTS stream. Immortals versus OpTic Game 3. I'm sorry, Grant. I forgot you've been doing the intro.
No, I was just saying hello.
Please.
No, you go first.
I already did my intro.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it was OpTic Immortals. Everyone said, Immortals, they're just going to take a quick, easy 2 games after that first game. It doesn't matter. OpTic says, no, we are the better team. Let's focus. Let's buckle down. Let's take another 25-minute win. Now it is 1-1. So, guys, we have the draft. And now Immortals is first picking Void, and OpTic is first picking Pango. There are mind games going on, BSJ.
5 seconds.
Yeah, we were just playing the game Codenames, and I was already in the 9th dimension over there. Like, we guessed the 3 clues on the last round, and now...
Well, I would say Cap did it.
Okay, Cap aided in the 9th dimension, but, like, I'm looking at these drafts, and I'm thinking, like...
They're definitely...
I love when you have a series where, like, yeah, a lot of these heroes have seen play, but suddenly you're just like...
You're swapping sides.
Yeah, like, you're deny picking the Void, so then they take the Pango, and... I mean, they're in some 9th dimension stuff right now, for sure.
I think the whole thing with... Because first pick was... OpTic, actually. Wait, is that right?
No, it was.
No. It had to be.
It was
Immortals.
Naga first, then Clockwork Pango, then Void.
It pretty much shows the PPD is fine letting you pick Naga if he gets Clockwork, right? Like that's pretty much what this whole best of 3 has shown.
And then I think they pick Pango because they know it's good against Clockwork.
Yep.
And then you pick Void because it's good versus Clockwork because it can get out of cogs, and it's good against Pango because you can stun him, and you have the Naga.
Yes.
So it's like you're not going to get counterpicked by the Naga.
Yep. Dude, Velo he was probably bitching. He was like, this goddamn time dilation makes me so I'm not a hero. This is awful. And they're like, all right, well, let's just pick Void.
Yeah.
Sick.
And then they ban the Dusa. They just don't want to lose. I think you just don't want to lose like the same way twice, even though it was the first game.
But you do a Void first pick now. What are some cores that counter Void in general? Because they have a lot of time, right? You have your middle and your carry.
I think it comes a lot from 5 positions too, though, like
the
Warlocks and Venges, and I think they just need some form of counter initiation. Yeah, there's the Warlock, shocker. But when it comes to Void, I don't think you really counter him with cores.
Okay.
Like you counter him with some mids, but most carries, like you don't say that's a good carry versus Void. I think Naga still looks very good, or not Naga, sorry, PL looks very good against Void. I still like that hero a lot.
OpTic banned TA, so there's possibility of they either want Immortals to pick Lina and bait him in here, or they want it themselves
you don't want
after
Lina in
Warlock.
the Clockwork, I don't think.
How does time dilation work versus PL after doppelgangers? Doesn't it just reveal the real one?
It reveals the real one. But
That's good.
Yeah, usually like it's kind of like you don't have max time dilation until maybe like a minute or 2 before they have Manta. So that's kind of how the matchup goes. But the only way it's really scary for PL is if they have some way, like a Tinker, to like really punish you during the chrono. I'm just saying that, like, in terms of the popular carries right now, that's the one that stands out. You can't really pick these like Slarks or anything like that against Void. Any mobile heroes. You just want the Void to not be able to kill you in the chrono. And you also want to be able to safely push waves where you can't get chronoed. So, like, eventually you want to be able to have a hero that builds into some way of clearing waves without actually having to physically be there. Which that amps up the damage from Void. It's a hero we've kind of seen fall off, I feel like, a lot. Like, it used to be first pick, first ban, at least in the NA region. And a lot of it was because of Warlock. You pick Skye, you harass in lane, and then he just heals it off. But I think they accepted the lane counter in favor of the synergy with the Void.
Yeah. As well as just Naga, Skywrath, right? It combos with both of them very nicely.
So if you don't have a saving hero against it, and maybe you don't feel comfortable with the cores, like the other way to play against Void is just to play much faster than him, right?
Yeah.
Just pick a very fast-paced lineup that just goes.
I still like DP just because like natural Eon Disc builders will be really good against this, as well as like heroes that push their abilities and then get chronoed.
Yeah.
Are naturally like because they have no like support picks left to like pick a save like Venge or something.
And you have double initiators and chaos creators in the Pango and Clock. I think that's.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, if I
call.
throw out like a hero every single pick, it's going to be right at some point.
That's true.
So
No, but your reasoning.
BSJ.
Very good for it.
The
What
legend.
Blitz? Yeah. All right.
What do you pick against a Death Prophet? Do you like Lina here? You got Lina Void?
Yeah, usually burst is the way to go, but let's see. I don't think Lina is particularly amazing against Clock. Is there any hero in the mid lane that offers burst and doesn't die to Clock cogs? Like Queen of Pain?
I was going to say Quap. It's about the only one.
something like that, I think, would be ideal. You can still pick Lina. It's just ideally, if there is an option, you'd rather pick the one that doesn't die to clock cogs.
How bad is Storm here versus Death Prophet?
I don't love that matchup.
No.
It's good against the other heroes, though.
I
don't mind playing against Warlock, Pango, or Clock.
Even, like, right in the late game, though, like, Ewell's into Silence is really good.
They could just go DK as well. They don't have a way to force objectives, so I think Immortals does need to, like, fill up that hole.
I think they honestly might just pick Lina, even though it is bad versus the Clockwork. I think Lina in general is just really good here besides that.
Is there any other... Is there any possibility they run this Void offlane? Like, as an offlaner with, like, an actual carry?
They could. I think Immortals has run a lot of 3-core lineups, which is extremely greedy, but they have run something where Velo does play carry, and then they have a natural carry as well in the other lane. They could, for sure.
Is Queen of Pain okay against DP mid?
Oh,
well, there's burst and doesn't...
It's odd because she harasses you, but you have good right clicks back, and she has to blink whenever you use your
Siphon.
Your Siphon.
I mean, that's a hero that kind of, like, it does damage in Chrono, and even though it gets hooked, it doesn't necessarily just die. But doesn't Pango Q automatically hit you? Like, it can't miss?
I think so.
Okay.
Not sure.
I feel like Pango's really good against that, against Wind Ranger then. I'm not sure, though.
I mean, she's not a hero that wants to build BKB, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's always going to be pretty favorable for Pango.
I'm not sure about this Wind Ranger pick, because Death Prophet's Ghost can't miss either.
Maybe they just want to win the laning phase, right? Hasn't that what we've seen?
Yeah.
You just pick the better lanes and then you run over them. That's
I would
kinda
be
what it
terribly
feels like.
shocked if they do offlane Wind Ranger either, like you do Wind Ranger Naga. It's kind of similar to Marana in the sense that you have like a frontliner that that bodies and then a ranged hero right-clicking.
I feel like if you are going to... So you want it to be like the 3 Wind Ranger.
I don't feel like 2 is like... You don't look at it, the optics lineup and go, wow,
Sure.
Wind Ranger's so good against all those heroes. Like the AoE silence is nice. Like the Fatal Bonds you can't avoid. The Pango damage you can't avoid. Like when I look at Wind Ranger and I see Winrun, it's like... There's certain heroes in the game that legitimately can't do anything to you because they can't hit you.
You're winding, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I just looking at their players, I feel it's going to be an MP Wind Ranger. Like, I've never really seen Velo play that hero in the pubs I've watched. Obviously, pubs don't mean everything, but I watch a lot of them. And usually you practice heroes.
You have to play them at some point,
exactly.
so unless it's like scrims.
He could, obviously, but I feel it probably will be an MP.
I like the Beastmaster band. Gives them like objective taking. They need something like that.
5 seconds remaining.
100%.
Radiant team pick.
They do ban the PL. It is good against Void, like in this sense, but...
In what sense?
Like, meaning if they have like AoE clear, like if they have like Tinker type heroes, it's really bad.
Gotcha.
But since they don't have that, it's good.
I just can't believe they gave Nog up 3 games in a row.
Yeah, it's surprising.
That's actually really surprising.
I think you need an objective taker. I'd be so shocked. Like, I feel like their draft would be super awkward if you don't have a hero that pushes towers.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, there's the Queen of Pain,
Well,
but that's
looks
not
like
a
you
tower
already.
pusher. I thought they'd go Queen of Pain 4th and then like a tower pusher last.
It's good burst, though.
No, it is. It's nice against the clock. Does that mean it's a mid queen or is it a side lane queen? Because you can probably run it against Pango and do really well, right?
I think we have to wait probably, huh? That seems like it definitely who's more comfortable on what.
I'd say Queen of Pain side lane's probably better just because
Or what if-
Wind Ranger can die to clock in the side lanes.
What if it is a Velo Faceless Void
5 seconds remaining.
and it's
possible.
the Rioya Queen of Pain who's farming? I mean, I think they have a lot of ways to
Oh,
go.
Warlock
That's all.
Spectre, the classic. They have 3 squishy anti-heroes.
Nope.
Desolate cannot miss, so it's quite good against Wind Ranger.
And it is Velo Wind Ranger. I'm completely wrong.
Damn, Grant.
Damn.
You only made like 1 comment this entire time, and
Well, sorry. If you want me to talk over you talking the 95% of the time, BSJ, I would love to. No, but Spectre. So you're going to have Spectre, Warlock. I mean, Spectre should have a pretty good game, right? Just in the laning phase alone. You're just going to farm, right?
yeah, I
know.
think Spectre should be.
But that's a lot of burst damage from Immortals. You're just going to get... This is another game where I think if Immortals somehow just wins the laning phase, Spectre won't have a game at all.
What do you think, BSJ?
Well, I was going to let other people talk, apparently.
No. See, here's the way the panel works, right? As long as you're right, you keep talking.
Okay.
And
okay.
you went
So that's
off
why
on a
Grant
streak
hardly
of
ever
being
talks
right.
on panels.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
got it. So I was just clarifying.
From your
but-
story earlier today, I can tell that you're a big alpha male, so
Oh.
I'd like you to take control of the situation.
Please do not bring that up. I just want to say that like Spectre specializes against these like squishy anti-heroes. So like,
Yeah.
if at any point in this game, unless they're down by like 20,000, OpTic will win every team fight. So, like, if they get Radiance at an even remotely decent time, in like 25 minutes or earlier, I feel like you can't lose. But at the same time, if Immortals snowballs the lanes to a point where they can just run them over, then that's how they're going to win. But against Spectre, I feel like the best way is to force objectives super early, and you don't have that. Yeah. So I think I favor OpTic's draft a lot here.
Third time's a charm, buddy. All right.
Thanks.
Were you handling me or him?
It's an inside joke at this point.
Yeah.
So you're doing an inside joke to 50,000 people on stream?
My bad, my bad.
It's embarrassing me on stream without them knowing why.
Just everyone laughed because it was funny.
It was funny.
Just accept the fact.
Yeah. Okay, we're out.
Just believe us.
In the words of GranDGranT, deuces.
Deuces.
Goodbye, friends.
All right. We're at a game 3.
Look at these two. Good luck. Smile. Eric, smile. Can you ask OpTic to give you some more levels? Question mark.
Can you ask OpTic?
Damn. I'm pretty sure Immortals is doing pretty well for themselves.
I got the 200 tip. So if you're against me, you get 200. I'll tip you every time. 200.
So if you throw the game, you'll get 200 battle points? Is that what you're saying?
Everybody always tries to tip me.
Are you just making like an implicit...
That's the thing,
hey,
though.
Everyone.
Everybody tries to tip me because they know that I've got a big battle pass.
Uh-huh.
And so they think that I'll tip them back. But joke's on them. I never do.
Who do you tip? Are you a passive-aggressive tipper?
I never give anyone my tips. All right.
I never.
What's going on here? All right, so Immortals is going to get the trade-off here. Febby's trying to get aggressive, but...
Yeah, Febby, you can't do that.
Febby,
he knows.
Relax.
That.
Calm down, Febs. You're
Okay,
not getting that.
So we're going to have Peter. We're seeing this a lot where the support starts off in a lane and then just TPs up. There he goes. So Peter will be babysitting the Spectre against the Wind Ranger Naga Siren, which is kind of interesting lane, just because you've got some minus armor with a ranged right clicker, which is not too bad. On the other side, mid lane, we've got MP, who's going to be playing the Queen of Pain up against CCNC's Death Prophet. Bottom lane is going to be the Clockwork and Pango versus the melee Faceless Void, and Skywrath Mage is going to be trying to keep the Clockwork back.
Yeah. Once again, we're going to see a non-Ryoya mid. Although he dominated in game 1. But maybe that's because he was playing the Medusa?
Hold on, boys and girls.
Here we go. So MP's not trading ultra efficiently here.
He doing pretty well for himself? So wait, how did you say this matchup goes?
I think DP does fine in it.
Yeah. I thought like Shadow Strike harassment would win the lane.
Nah, because you can, when he level 1 Shadow Strikes you, you'll level 1 Spirit Siphon him. And he doesn't have Blink leveled up yet, right?
Gotcha.
And at level 2, you're going to get Crypt Swarm, so you're going to trade out regen more effectively.
So the range of Shadow Strike just isn't long enough to keep away from the Spirit Siphons. So.
It's about the level 1. It's like, at level 1, you don't do that much.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was nice by MP, though. He faked out the first one. He knew that CCNC would go for the other. Then he took the last hit.
Well, he needs a lot of good plays like that, because right now he is suffering. 6-1, 9-2 for CCNC. Bottom lane matchup, Roya is 6-0. 33 still getting the necessary amount of farm, and now Febby is out of regen. Only has one Mango to work with, so Zai is going to just zone Roya away from all this CS. Dubu wants to be able to Riptide the Hellbear, does manage to get it, but it'll take a lot of damage in return.
Get out of there, dupes. They swapped everything. So now Febby is playing the Skywrath, and you've got Dubu playing the Naga Siren, even though it was it was back-to-back games of Febby Naga, right?
Yeah, but I think the Naga Siren in those games was kind of more like the 4 position. In this game, you definitely want the Skywrath Mage, right?
Yeah, he's going to pair up with the Void. He's your kill combo. As Zai tries to get the Cogs pushed back. Unable to do so. I hear a power shot.
Yeah, nothing. I think nothing really comes of this lane just because of the fact that Warlock sits behind the Spectre, and they always heal the Spectre, so it's kind of like one of those boring lanes. The Nagasari Wind Ranger is going to feel...
You see mid, by the way?
Yeah.
CCNC just right-clicks you.
And that's rough. What in the world is Febby doing?
You know what CCNC did?
He's dead.
Oh, he's just gone. All right.
He literally ran into tower range. And it wasn't to go for the courier, so I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Missed click.
I don't think so.
I guess.
Many of them.
In a row, just non-stop.
Yeah.
I can't stop misclicking, guys. I'm heading into the tower.
What MP messed up here is that he got out regen ward. Like CCNC brought another set of tangos. And that's where the majority of these issues are coming from.
And you really need this mid lane to do well.
Yeah,
Your
like
Immortals.
look, he's got the Salve coming out already, and MP's out of regen. So MP needs to bring out regen for himself, but at this point he's late to the party.
Yeah.
So he'll pop his Salve right now. He'll mango. He'll get this DD rune, and he'll have another 2 Tango Salve or holstered up. Whereas if you look at MP in mid lane, he doesn't have that same luxury. And so mid has become so much about this, is who's going to win the overall regen war. Because the rest of your lanes, especially with this 2-1-2 meta, have to also abuse the courier as frequently as they can.
Just
that's what
one
VP
shot
does
of
super
that double
well.
damage. Oof.
Yeah, VP does that probably better than like any other team, like courier priority and stuff like that. I know it doesn't seem like it matters, yeah, but not just for no one. Like it's almost exclusively no one in solo that use the courier in the beginning of the game. I know that doesn't interest like most people because it's not this like crazy high level tactic, but it is something to like pay attention to.
33. Trying to go for the bash. Royo does manage to get one of them. Swashbuckle out though. Zai's going to be the next target of Roya's Wrath, but Cog's pushback is going to be enough. Hits Febby as well. And Febby does not have a mango to get that last nuke in. 5-minute bounded runes have spawned, and they're not going to try and contest the Skywrath Mage, so Immortals will be able to get 3 out of 4 this time around.
Yeah, Dupu still contesting right now for some of those. And look, MP is forced to come top, but Shrine's already been popped.
Wait, what?
So nothing doing.
He used the Shrine without MP?
And now MP's forced to TP.
That's a good way to tilt your mid laner right there.
I mean, I'd be mega tilted. You wasted like 30 seconds doing nothing, and you had to use your TP.
Swashbuckle on Roya. He does not have another time walk, but Zai misses the cogs. Roya's going to try and play into the trees. Time dilation to slow them both down. 33's actually getting bashed. That was really well played by the Faceless Void. I thought he had misstepped there, but he realized that the time dilation would slow them all down enough that he could play that out. Now almost catches Zai as well. But
Febby's got to be careful. He doesn't have a lot of armor, and there's like 40 zombie creeps just chasing him around.
There's going to be a fresh Pango back into the mix as well.
And that top lane. Velo, 32 CS. He's doing quite well for himself right now. Pango's having an okay time at bottom, but this time the trade's going their way. As the bright spot for OpTic right now is that their mid laner, CCNC, is up to 36. He's got 21.
Roya has to blink away. Ooh.
He's fine.
Time walks out. That was close. If he had gotten a Javelin proc, I don't think he got a single one there on Roya. He's still going to go for it. Battery Assault. Roya's going to try and slow him down with the time dilation, but has to time walk up into Cogs right at the perfect time, just as time walk was coming off cooldown.
Oh, man. Not what they wanted.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So now you've got 2 lanes that are doing pretty well for themselves.
Okay, they're going to try and win this lane for MP finally, but CCNT is actually backed out to go take a rather late shrine for himself.
He has crushed his mid matchup. It's like I said, the regen battle matters.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It sounds pretty simple, but it's not. You got to be pretty active about it.
Going for Pycat, but again, the heal from the Warlock just offsets everything. It's a good thing that Vela has such good CS out of this lane because they're just definitely not going to be strong enough to kill this Spectre, it seems. Febby going to be chased down by 33. 4 seconds till the Swashbuckle is back up. That's going to be a lot longer now with time dilation on the 2 of them. No bashes just yet. Rio's really hoping for it as Zai is quite low. We'll be able to get the Cogs push back. Now the Chronosphere locking down 33. Just takes the easy early kill onto the Pangolier.
Why not? That Pango's farmed.
MP shoved back time and time again. He's really hoping that this is going
Regen?
to be 8-minute rune. It is a regen, but it is bottom. Febi's going to try and grab it, though. He's going to be greedy. Concussive shot is up. He can actually kill Zai if he slows him down enough. Just keeps out of range with the regen. Stays ahead of him.
He's too
with
fast.
the battery assault. CCNC is going to try and help him out. The extra nuke. Sonic Wave over the top. And that'll give MP the kill. And Febi will walk away from the Death Prophet. Just one hit away from death.
Large expenditure of mana, though. Probably going to force MP back, or at least think about it.
He doesn't really know what he's doing, to be honest.
Yeah, he is going to go back. And this will further widen the gap in this mid lane. So this is the very good news right now for OpTic, is that even though their two side lanes aren't dominating or anything, their mid laner is obliterating.
They're doing well enough, right? Side lanes.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Velo using an early focus fire on Peter Pan Dam, but has to be careful. Pycat. Another 60 seconds till the next Chronosphere. 33 does now have the Pango Ball, the Rolling Thunder. So got to be careful in our mid and top lanes if we're our Immortals.
Pycat does have that ulti. Just waiting it out.
We're going to start pulling some creeps around here. Bottom lane. Dagger comes out just to stop that clarity. Both teams are doing this, I see. Like at a certain point, you just start cutting the creep wave and force the carry to take
Farm
a
under
lot
the
of
tower?
Yeah, farm under the tower, take a lot of damage. They are going to be able to get the ensnare onto Peter, but he already has the heal on himself. Looks like he's going to be run down anyway, though. Velo, just too much damage thanks to the early phase boots, and now 33 is going to show up. Does manage to nail Velo, and will immediately cancel that to try and get the shield crash damage in, which will finish him off. 400 gold for that
Optimistic.
kill.
Really optimistic TP.
Yeah.
Still, they force the core up there. It'll allow Ryoya to continue to free farm. In fact, it looks like he's going to swap lanes for a second. He's going to allow his Skyrath to pick up his levels so they can get the kill combo going. Might even be heading towards mid potentially.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
CCNC does not have a level of silence yet, so. 33's appearance here won't be able to do anything to MP. Pops a haste room, a little bit scared. 33 laugh at him.
And they're gathered with a lot of heroes in mid. Febi is 6.
They're just going to
Where's
go
the
for the
jump? Here
Chronosphere
we
play.
go.
Now, they do manage to get the heal up, but that is oh my god, MP!
Let's all relax here.
Dire's middle tower.
He didn't even get the last hit. Did Sonic Wave even hit?
I don't think so.
I don't think it did.
I think that was like way after. That was like a beat and a half.
The hell?
Ah, whatever.
He would love to have Sonic Wave up, I'm sure.
Yeah, MP's kind of making some interesting plays right now.
Well, it was a good gank.
It was a fantastic
Good
game.
job, Roya and the rest of Immortals. That was a good gank, even if MP used Sonic Wave.
Su 47 Yoya.
They're going to try and slow down some of these heroes.
Oh,
Did you just try and combine all of his various aliases into one?
absolutely, I did. Is they going to pull the creep wave? 33 actually TP'd for this, leaving nobody at bottom lane. CCNC actually made the rotation down here, put some pressure on this tower.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's dipping
is under
precariously
attack.
low.
Radiant
Again, they're always
structures
leaving the
are
Naga Siren to try and defend
Oh, they know
the lane
Dubu's there.
alone, but they know where Dubu is. They found him.
Any Dubu's here? Just
Well,
one.
Just one, and that's going to be a free kill for OpTic plus the tower.
One Dubu here.
33 will try and protect the mid lane, not allowing MP to get too much damage with the creep wave pushing in. Meanwhile, Roya is still sticking it out in this top lane.
I mean, they're trying to make the counterplay to go for that top tower to mirror.
Yeah. They don't really have the same kind of tower
Dire's
pressure. They
top
do
tower
have focus
is under
fire. That's
attack.
not up yet.
Pycat just queuing up the Radiance straight up.
All right.
That Radiance is going to obliterate Immortals.
Yeah.
They have no natural heals.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know what the counter to that is. I think they thought they were going to slow down his laning
Dire's
phase more,
top
but
tower is under attack.
not happening.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
It's still a long ways away from the Radiance. Who knows what could happen here.
Double
Febi's
damage.
going to spot out Peter, who's hoping to be able to get a nice, good, aggressive ward in that off-lane jungle area. Instead, we'll find only death. So it'll be Zai who gets the aggressive ward down next to
Radiant's
the ancient
middle
area.
tower is under attack. Dire's
You could
top
see
tower
OpTic
is under
understand that Immortals is going to be playing on the left-hand side of the map, heading into the Dire jungle a lot because they're already controlling the Radiant jungle.
Yeah. Much more close game, by the way.
Yeah.
We've had like stomp trades this time around. Game 3 delivering so far.
It seems to be a pattern for Immortals as well. Every single time they lose their safe lane tower, they put one of
Dire's
these
top
wards
tower
and
is
maybe
under
one of
attack.
these as well to protect the wraparound
Yeah.
into the tier 1.
They want to. I noticed in both games they really like to try to keep their mid tower alive as long as possible. So they come with the pressure first.
Now, you
first
say
mover
that about
advantage.
most teams, but you think Immortals puts even more
Yeah,
into it
I think
than
Immortals
others?
is very good about protecting that. As Zai has the hook shot, this should be a kill.
Silence on to Velo. Won't be able to win run for long. Now they're going to have Pycat join. Zai actually did not have the mana. That's why he wasn't cogsing here. So instead they're going to go for Roya. Thinks better of
Wait,
it.
what?
Now trying to go for Febi. None of these heroes are
No one
actually
died.
dying. Velo's going to be able to get away. And now Spectre's right next to a Void Chronosphere Skywrath Mage combination. He's silenced, but 33 did not get the angle there for the Rolling Thunder. So Roya just walks it off. He'll be okay.
That was a disaster.
Yeah, I don't... Zai, I'm not sure if he misread his mana or...
He doesn't even really need a battery assault there. He just
Yeah.
gets the cogs off.
He just pushes, like, he doesn't even trap him in the cogs, he just pushes him back to the cogs, and that's a kill.
They have found PPD as well.
Peter does have the golems.
Okay, but CCNC's coming over.
Worthy tribute.
That's going to force them back. He's got 4 spirit level Spirit Siphon charges too. As the move is made onto 33. He might just die here, and he is! What?
Bell just runs him down with a focus fire. Huh?
That was a lot of gold too that they just gave up on there.
356 to Velo. Velo has the javelin, so he is quite the threat now.
Get a bunch of these bounty
Hook
horses
shot,
too.
that's going to be a whiff. Zai is not having the same kind of game 2 on this clockwork.
Oh, they didn't lay down the ulti though. Was only level 1 shackle shot though. Man, that was an abject disaster. That top
Yeah.
play, it ruined a lot of the flow of the game. What should have just been a smoke play into a core kill
Dire
nets them a
are
loss of a
scanned.
Spectre. Then they lose another hero on top of that, which forces Pycat to buy the recipe first. So there's no blade mail switch here, I swear.
Dire's top tower
As
is
Febi.
under
Immortals, it's just
attack.
they're finding kills everywhere.
Dire's
Yeah.
And they're
structures
keeping
are
pressure on this top tier 2. Roya just goes to wherever the Spectre is.
Who's supposed to kill MP? Is my question.
It's got to be some sort of Yule silence play eventually from CCNC, but
Yeah, but he's gonna get his own Yule Scepter in a second. And
Yeah.
it looks like CCNC almost has it.
Damage.
Actually does have it completed, and he's gonna load up the Aeon Disc for the Void. But pace of the game just not really
he tried
favoring
to
them.
hit Velo, misses the silence.
They're just getting run around the map right now. Still have defended mid tower. Quite good for them.
But quite the hefty cost, as Roya's been free farming the bottom lane. Looks like Immortals just completely control this top lane as well. You can see Dubu's just hanging out. He either, if it's one hero, he can go for the ensnare and they can try and get a kill. And if it's multiple rotations, he just pops the Song of Siren.
Yeah.
OpTic know this, though, thanks to the defensive vision that they have set down. They're going to try and bring multiple heroes here. Zai lead the way. The Illusion is blocking his hook shot right now, so he's having a difficult time going for anything.
You see how unconcerned MP is with all of this? Doesn't even blink.
Yeah.
So unafraid and unaffected by any of this. All 3 cores on the side of Immortals farming. It's a 3k gold lead for them. I got no idea what's going on. Immortals have just shown up to play today.
Oh, man, they're going to have a very fast Shadow Blade on Roya.
That's going to be a kill on pretty much anybody on the map.
Yeah.
Maybe not the Spectre's only got 1,000 health. And Pycat is quite far away from that Radiance. This has always historically been the awkward thing about Radiance carriers that don't have flash farm.
Yeah.
Is you have to make them very strong when they do get the Radiance. Almost overpowered. But the build up to that point is always so dangerous.
I
If you
think
die,
one of
you lose such a large amount of gold.
When he died, I think he bought the recipe
Yeah.
to stop from losing gold, but that also means it's that much harder to get your relic. It's such a like hefty cost, and you're holding on to so much gold.
Yeah. Anytime you die, you're going to lose a large chunk of that. You're going to give away a good amount of it too. So now Pycat, because he doesn't want to lose it, is just farming the jungle, only the jungle, never showing up in
Radiant's
lanes.
middle tower is under attack.
So that means all the lanes are pushed in. The side lanes are constantly being threatened by a core or two.
These mobile cores, they have 3 mobile cores essentially. 2 of them are not threatened at all by Zai, but he
Nice
does find the
hook
one that
shot.
he can bother.
Locks down Velo and the silence onto the Void at the same time. Now they're going to go for the Void. They think that's a more important kill. 33 is knocking around next to the cliff. That is
Nice.
perfect for them. Now Spectre's going to show up, is still ensnared by the Naga Siren. Looks like they tried to go onto Pycat, and he uses his
Dire's
ultimate
top
as an
tower
escape
is under
away from
attack.
MP and Dubu in the top lane.
Yeah, that was the exorcism committed. And you've got to be more careful there if you're the Void.
Dire's middle tower is
Your
under
your
attack.
Wind Ranger was gone. He did a very good job finding separation between himself and the Clockwork.
I think he made one of those mistakes where he assumed, like, even when he got silence, he's like, I'll probably be fine, but playing Pango next to
Dire's
cliffs is
middle
like the
tower
worst
is
thing you
under
could
attack.
possibly do,
Yeah.
and 33 is going to die here, the Sonic Wave.
Underestimated you.
Death travels fast.
Mid tower almost dead as well. CCNC may be caught here. They do have the Mystic Flare. Yule Scepter, though.
Zai stepping up.
They're going to try and go for this tower. They don't want to let it be denied. Nice Shackle shot locking downside. They're going to try and go for the kill. Run him down with a Focus Fire. Easy pickup. That
Dire's
tower
middle
is still in
tower
deny
is under
range. The
attack.
Skywrath and Velo
Dire's
will
middle
stick around to
tower
be able to
has
finish it
fallen.
off.
Almost a
Pick off.
BKB now.
Pick
Walls are
Yeah.
fortified.
And now the
Oh, no,
pressure
Spectres.
continues.
Dire's top tower is
Roya
under
just killed him with a Chronosphere.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's look at the Spectre. He's reset into 2k gold. And now he's just got to chill. Not a lot of reliable gold on him either.
This network chart is just boosting upwards.
Dire's
They've just
top
gotten
tower
multiple
has
towers,
fallen.
multiple pickoffs.
They
back
can't
to
fight.
back to back to back.
They can't catch either. These 3 cores, what you see them doing is 1 mobile core is mid, 1 mobile core is bottom, 1 mobile core is top. There's not enough catch on the side of OpTic. Your 4 position only catches one of those heroes. And even when he catches the Wind Ranger, you just see Velo, he's like, hit, get out of the cogs, win, run away.
Yeah.
And so you rely heavily on this Death Prophet, but CCNC's not really put into a fair position here because he has to do too much for his team. It's like the only way you're going to catch people is if you Yule Scepter into silence, but that means that you can't ever show in lanes, but you're also your team's lane pusher because Spectre doesn't feel comfortable showing up in lane when Faceless Void has Haunt.
Zai does have the hook shot, lands it. If they can get 33 inside the cogs,
Oh,
this is
you are-
perfect to be able to control
Oh,
it, but he
no!
gets knocked out. The Unity Shield crash down, finish him off the Gold Scepter. Oh
They
no,
got him,
MP is going to
surely?
be caught. The Golem bits dropped as he comes back to Earth. I think MB, when he got bounced out of the cogs, I think he could
That
have
was
run
his
away and
opportunity.
blinked. I can't believe he stuck around like that.
They used a lot for that, but that was a very necessary kill. You have to punish them for splitting up like this.
Dire's bottom tower
Velo,
has fallen.
gonna go for a Pycat, shackled up.
Okay, this is going to be a little difficult. He needs a lot of procs, and Pycat just jumps over to the trees and
He
TPs
needed
out.
like 20 more
Dire's
hits.
bottom
Still
tower
though, like
is
that's
under
what you
attack.
want to do if you're Velo, right? You
Yeah.
don't need to kill him, you just need to force him away from farming.
Yeah, you have to make him feel the pressure, so
And
to speak.
Pycat almost did that. He actually started his TP and then canceled it.
I mean, he needs this Radiance so bad. Even if he gets it, it's a little bit too late. But it's such a different power spike when you get Radiance on a hero like Spectre.
Yeah.
It makes your hero so good. He's only 1,000 gold away now. He wants to avoid death at all costs. Ryoyo does have the Chronosphere up. Might just go for the easy kill onto the Warlock, but I feel like this would be a mistake. Like PPD, his death won't really change too much. As the
Maybe you can kill him just without the Chronosphere. That's
he
fair.
absolutely can.
So it reveals the Shadow Blade, but you still have the Chrono on hold.
Yeah.
And damn, I mean, he picked up the Shadow Blade. He almost has BKB already.
That'll lessen the damage that you take from the Radiance, as we're now on Radiance watch cap.
Oh boy, 900 gold away. That is still a stretch. I could see them
Dire's
losing the
top
rest of these
tower
tier
is
2s,
under attack.
or maybe a Roshan or something like that before it's up. Speaking of that, unfortunately, Immortals team isn't fantastic at doing Roshan, but they do have the map control to pick it up. Now they're going to catch the Clockwork of Zai, Naga Siren, Skywrath Mage. That was a kill duo that was lacking in Game 2 that Immortals had in Game 1, thanks to the Mirana and the Naga Siren. So I like the fact that they have that threat again.
Invisibility.
CCNC does have the Aeon disc.
That'll help, but BKB for Velo, BKB soon for Roya.
Yeah, now Pycat It's Operation Don't Die. Just be patient. Look how scared he is, even at his tower. It's like, I'm gonna absolutely make sure they're gonna rocket flare so that he has vision out there. Velo gonna get a pick off.
Velo. Oh no, it's like Indiana Jones. Run away from the boulder. BKB no.
He's good, he's good. Indy outran it.
Yeah. And so does Velo.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Jones.
There's the other BKB. He picked off what? Oh, just an easy Warlock kill. Peter's not a happy camper. First of all, he's losing game 3 to Immortals. Second of all, he's 0-6-2.
And his team hasn't had the opportunity to take team fights.
Yeah.
So how much can you really blame a 5-position Warlock that's running around with really no purpose until Pycat gets his Radiance?
Yeah, the last time he golems was for the pickoff on MP. That was just like a pickoff, you know? We
Yeah, they
haven't
had an
seen a
overkill
good
for that.
5v5.
All right, so Pycat's just AFKing
So
by
close.
the tower. He's like, I'm not dying here.
Squad, roll up. Everyone dive out for me. Suicide if necessary.
Zai's gonna rocket flare to confirm what they should know. Pycat might just dagger for like 1 CS, call it a day. That's exactly what he
Got it.
does. Now he has the Radiance.
Dire are
Okay.
scanning.
Time to change the game if you're OpTic. You're just 10k behind, but you have a Spectre, and you have a Radiance.
Yeah. It's always been the classic, right? It's like Spectre gets rad and then he becomes a different kind of hero.
Yeah. And soon you're going to have the chain stun option from 33, where he's going the Yule Scepter. 4-man smoke up, heading into Dubu. Dubu in great position if he can actually get off the song first. No, it's going to be CC&C getting the Yules. So
My
they
man's
will
is
be able
dead.
to catch off Dubu, but at the same
The
time,
Roshan.
if they get Roshan for free. Oh no, the Spectre!
Somebody
Somebody
get
get it! Aegis! Roya barely managed to pick it up. The Spectre couldn't get there fast enough.
Who are they gonna kill? Nobody else?
Nobody. Absolutely nobody. They only got that much. Now, they are going to go for an Exorcism push onto this Tier 1 tower.
Radiant's middle tower
But
is
at
under
the same
attack.
time, Immortals had a shrine
Radiant
available to them.
structures
So
are
they're not
fortified.
in bad fighting shape. They just don't want to.
They still have Chrono, and OpTic know that. So that's gonna reset things a
Shackle
little bit.
time. Oh, nice positioning there from Zai. Oh, never mind. Still gets hit by the shackle shot next to the trees, just in range of this focus fire.
Bang bang.
Tries to go for the focus, the hook shot out on Peter, misses it.
There's an Ags, by the way, on Febby. He is quite farmed.
Oh, Febby. Clicked on Naga Siren instantly. Febby, Skywrath Mage, Aghanim Scepter, and he's about to hit the level 15 too.
Yeah, Immortals so far so good.
Dire's
Their
middle
cores.
tower is under
The
attack.
one time they punished the core was MP, and they had to lay down everything.
Yeah.
And he
Dire's
still barely died.
structures are fortified.
That is not the best sign for you. All the BKBs are about to fly in. They've almost got 3. Even with this Spectre Radiance, being unable to take a fight.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
We saw them in a similar position against Complexity, though. When they had the best late game hero
Yeah.
for Pycat, they were able to win with that morph in the long run. But maybe they actually wanted to lose that game. Because look at Immortals go.
Look at that. He actually went for the Rolling Thunder duration for 33. So really feeling like the extra disable off of the 2 seconds is more necessary for him. Dubu
Invisibility.
in some trouble here. He's going to pop the song. Now, he does have MP nearby, but I think that would be a terrible ID. Dubu can't really get out too easily, though. There's still going to be the Yule Scepter. They still have a hook shot ready to go. MP is in Viz right on top of these heroes, though. The rest of his team is about to be here. They're about to go for the Chronosphere Sting, and a miss! Oh, no! Complete disaster. Febby's going to be caught in the combination, managed to get off the double Mystic Flare, but that isn't nearly enough. CC&C is slowing down Roya, who still has that Aegis, though. Bell's going to come in, lend a helping hand, go straight for Peter, as with the BKB, he can just run him down with a Focus Fire. Gets a little bit of damage onto Zai, but begins to back up, knowing that the Spectre with the Radiance is still something to be feared. With no Chronosphere, Roya actually gets blown up. That's going to be his Aegis gone, and MP and
Pycat's
Velo
strong.
are low enough that they cannot get there to help out Roya. Now he's going to pop his BKB, immediately goes for the bash. A Yule Scepter on himself onto the Pango will allow him to be able to get away. Now the jump in from MP. Big Sonic Wave trying to get out is Pycat.
Pycat's
Yule,
gone.
but gets bashed instead and snared up. Roya is a right-clicking melee going machine, but Pycat comes back with a
used the
second
buyback.
life. He buys back into this, needs to be able to pick up these kills. Roya gets away. 3 seconds to the time walk. Pycat's going to be here. MP slows him down with the time dilation as well. They both jump away from Pycat. 33, long jump. He gets it at the tail end. But snipes down the carry, but Febby with the die back on the Pango. He ends up going down. Can't stop the Pango from TPing away.
Oh, that was so much gold that Pycat lost.
Holy cow.
It was a cool move. He gets the buyback during the haunt duration at the last second, comes back in.
Oh my god.
Led to the kill onto Ryoya, but if you just look at the fight recap, the amount of gold that they lost to make that attempt, Febby destroyed him.
It looks so good, and then so bad, and then so good. Zai managed to catch Febby here. He has no Mystic Flare to punish the Clockwork.
That was a little bit too greedy, but
yeah.
Still, the team fight's not really going their way. You see when Ryoya turns on the BKB, unaffected by everything. He's like, let me fight.
And he did not need, apparently, to hit a Chronosphere to get some kills.
No, not at all.
So just imagine if he does hit a Chronosphere next
minor
time.
details, minor details. I think MP now has
Oh no,
BKB.
33! That's not the place to be!
What can I do in return?
MKB now completed by the Wind Ranger. He is...
Oh, they're going to be fooled into thinking that there was a ward there.
Yeah, they're pinging it. They lay down the Rocket Flare too. Arcane Rune. Bello going to pick it up. Still not going for an Ags, curiously enough.
Well, they should know the ward is here instead, so...
Coming in.
Shadow bladed up. Ryoya. They'll know instantly. He's going to back up.
MP is blinked in, though. Trying to find somebody. Sees the courier. Is he going to blink for it? Velo wants it. They both want it. They are going to be able to snipe it out of the air.
And Sai on the south end. Might run into Dubu here. Doesn't get clipped by the dagger, but Dubu's really far out by himself right
to get
now.
the battery assault, but thinks better of it. The rest of his team is all run away.
Yeah.
So Immortals will just take this tier 2 bottom lane instead. Now, we do have the level 20 for Roya, so he does have the Time Walk cast range, which is pretty important. Get that long range initiation for himself.
It's mine.
MP is going to work on a Scythe, but he does have that BKB. They're going to catch CC&C. Does manage to get the instant bash. They have Aeon Disc as well as the Eul Scepter in the back line. MP goes for Peter. Does manage to catch him with a Shackle Shot on CC&C. No opportunity to Euls. 2 pickoffs.
They have buyback on one of them. Peter has 9 gold, so despite being underfarmed, he is not going to have buyback. They've got the gem. They still have Chronosphere. The Aeon Disc is on cooldown even when he does respawn, and that is significant. It means Ryoya just has to get the Chrono off. BKBs. There's not a whole lot that OpTic will do to prevent that. As they get the vision on the 33.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pycat waiting for his opportunity. He doesn't have buyback. Remember, he used it for that haunt play. They're finally going to use their glyph. OpTic, where's your angle here? Warlock coming in right now. TPD has the ulti.
He's going to roll that Inspector ultimate. Not going to be thrown just yet, but they do have the combination under Royo. They can try and blow him up. He hasn't popped the BKB just yet, and holding on to it still.
This is
now,
greedy.
he's almost dead. Oh my god! Roya! What? Use your abilities! Use your items! Skywrath Mage going to try and blow up Zai. Oh, Zai actually shackled the Pycat. Maybe this will win the fight still for Immortals, but they start backing out, knowing they don't have their damage dealers. Their cores just flee. They leave OpTic side of the map.
I can't believe... He had BKB the entire time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That is like greediness to an extreme. Like, yes, that would put you at an 8-second BKB, but that's still a lot of charge time. You could turn that fight feasibly.
Oh my goodness.
Now OpTic, I mean, it's still 18k, so it's not the worst thing, but maybe you could have just won the game right there.
I feel like the last... Like, there are 2 fights now in a row where it should have gone better for Immortals, and they keep on slipping up like this, and maybe OpTic finds their way back into this game.
I don't think you min-max, like, that is, like, taking it to an extreme. I feel like sometimes... Oh.
Sometimes that's what 747 does. He
just it's like, it's not a pub. These are professional players. They will combo their spells correctly. They will punish you. It's disappointing because that was an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
And you give up a kill on your Void.
And now you're going to have the next round of items for OpTic potentially.
Yeah. Let's not overreact though, or I should not overreact, because they are still ahead by 18K, but if things were to happen and somehow this game, like another fight like that happens, like you might just lose your Wind Ranger here. In fact,
Zai is going to find him. They just land the hook shot. They're going to have 33. Stay on top of them with the rolling
that's
thunder.
your gem too.
Yule's
Like,
play.
this is what happens. Things just snowball.
Immortals might still be able to catch him as they run back, though. Dubu's going to run into him. They have Roya ready to go with the Chronosphere as well. Tries to go for the ensnare. Locks down Peter. Roya needs to be able to get into him now, but there's too many split-up targets, so they're just going to be able to get 2 pickoffs. That's going to be on the Warlock, as well as the Pango. Now, Pango still had that Aeon Disc, but just locked down for too long.
Did they get their gem back?
Good question. No, they did not. Zai had it.
Okay.
Coming.
There
Still
is
18K.
Roshan, though.
All right, just go for Roshan, clean this game up, then you don't have to use your BKB. At that point, I'll allow Ryoya.
They spot it now with the Clockwork. Zai. Now, he's made some nifty maneuvers before, but he has the gem, so I'm not sure if he really wants to try for this.
This would be
YOLO
to another degree.
Yeah. Maybe he gets the Roshan? Oh, he got it!
He did!
Hey!
Boy's a beast.
Not bad, not bad.
That's 1K off their lead.
Yep.
Every bit matters. Climb that mountain.
2K gold swing, right? Takes it away from Immortals.
Okay.
Pycat just went for the early Blade Mail. Does have the level 20 talent, though, which is 500 health. Is a huge upgrade for a Spectre with the Dispersion and Blade Mail and everything.
They'll have both their 500 health talents, which will be really nice.
Oh, that's right. Death Prophet has it too, right?
Yeah. So the game extends for a little bit longer.
Immortals, what are you just waiting for an opportunity now?
Yeah. See who overextends. See if Ryoya can get a pick. You're not in a huge rush. You're still up by 18K. I panic because it was such a good opportunity.
Good sentry place.
Worthy tribute.
Roya gets his frustration out on the neutral creeps.
Get him.
Every coin helps.
Now, Velo has his level 20, which is Invis, so he can make a potential surprise play onto Pycat, catches him next to the trees, but 33 is going to come in, and Velo may be the one in trouble when he pops his BKB and finishes off the Spectre. Nice pickup there. Febby being nailed by 33, but Zai's actually going to opt to go for this kill with a Blade Mail. Febby can't turn around and just Mystic Flare him, so he actually kills himself, slowing down Zai in the process, allowing Dubu to be able to catch up. Roya is here. They actually got the ensnare. Oh, okay, they have a Yule Scepter.
They killed Velo in the back. Did he? What happened? Did he rocket or did he power shot the Blade Mail? Which one was it, Grant? He rocketed him?
I think he may have hit the Blade Mail.
He rocketed, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. The first one hit his BKB. The second one catches him. They do lose the gem for that, and they're smoked up. They're looking for CCNC. There is a buyback available on the Spectre, so this isn't completely disastrous or anything.
Now, they know this sentry is here, so Roya.
CCNC?
Smoke breaks. He knows he's somewhere around here. He could just jump in, try and go for it. He does. Now, CCNC has the Aeon
You
Disc,
have
so
the damage.
he's going to reset. And he also had the Yule Scepter from 33 to stall up Roya. So it looks like they should be able to get out. No losses. So that is going to be the Chronosphere down. The Spectre comes back up in 8 seconds. So even though we had that fight in the top lane where Spectre got picked off, Immortals are not able to push the high ground.
Yeah, things reset again. Okay. This game is somewhat getting out of reach, but you still have a Spectre. Can't stress that enough. But Immortals is playing crazy good right now. Velo especially has been everywhere on the map.
Yeah, this guy is tearing up the map. MKB is going to go for an Orchid next into the Bloodthorn. And away he goes with the Invis
all
play.
bottom right now.
CCNC does not have the Aeon Disc this time around, so he goes for the Shackle shot. Doesn't actually latch, though. Yule Scepter on himself. 33 is going to try and bail him out, but he pops the BKB and still goes for him. The Spectre ultimate goes down. They're going to be able to finish off the Skywrath Mage. Velo does manage to get away, but he couldn't get the
nice
kill.
hook.
A hook shot from Zai. Nailed him despite him being Invis, but Dubu gets the reset. Can it last long enough? They may still be able to catch Velo here. 33 tries to get the damage.
The dagger's
so
coming.
close.
The dagger's
Hard
coming.
needs
1
the shield
second for
crash,
the blink.
dagger. He gets him. Couldn't blink fast enough. Pycat will claim that kill, and now OpTic are beginning to turn the game.
Oh my.
Radiant's bottom tower
So the
is
bottom
attack.
play when they went for the push
Radiant
actually mattered, huh?
structures are fortified.
Scythe is going to be finished up by CCNC.
Immortals, don't do yourselves like this. Oh no.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh man. And if you're Roya especially, I think you're feeling that pressure mounting.
Radiant's bottom tower
Knowing that
has
your mistakes may have cost something. Peter is going to be kind of stuck here. Juba realizes he found him. Sends his illusions after him. Peter's just going to go try and go for the TP out, but
Radiant's
he's caught.
bottom tower is under
Now
attack.
Zai.
What else can you get? Ryoya's got his chrono.
He could jump forward. He gets the chronosphere. Oh no, he doesn't get CCNC. He only gets Zai. Now MP is still going to try and slow down CCNC. He goes for the kill on Zai first though. 33. Pump faking the Rolling Thunder. Is not going to intercept though. Just wants to make sure CCNC gets
Radiant's
out.
bottom tower is under attack.
Hello. Your base is under attack.
All right, now it's a 16K. And now a heart is completed.
Heart. Whew.
And once he gets his Manta and the level 25, the game is suddenly really scary because you still do have pretty tanky or pretty squishy cores on the side of Immortals. This Wind Ranger is starting to slowly top out. I think she's down to 5-second BKB. Yes, she is.
So I asked you about this in game number 1, the Dusa versus Void matchup. How do you feel about this Spectre versus Void?
Hey, you have the Skyrath, so you can almost always kill him. It's just, it depends on who gets the jump off first,
Right.
and how sloppy it is. It's like, it seems like Immortal always wants to go for the jump first, but
Even in something as simple as him getting off his blade mail
yeah,
could change the fight.
if he gets his blade mail off before, the Sky will just die.
Yeah, Sky's dead. There's a lot of dispersion damage that bounces around after too.
I wonder how greedy Febby is. If you're Febby, do you take that 600
Dire are
Mystic Flare
scanning.
damage?
Yes,
that'll kill you.
Absolutely. You have a Chronosphere. I think
Yeah.
you have Chronosphere and Net.
Yeah,
from
but you could get a
Nagasai.
Hex in 40 minutes.
That is not a great argument, Blitz Dota.
Says you.
You would go for the gold per minute, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Invisibility.
I'm going to carry this game.
Stacks on stacks on stacks.
Worthy tribute.
All right, so even though you have a 17K gold lead, OpTic have a pretty good lineup at fighting from behind. That's with the Death Prophet, Spectre, Warlock. Like, these 3 heroes are good equalizers. And that's why Immortals isn't just going for this, like, suicide, let's try to end the game kind of situation, because they know they still have to be somewhat careful.
Basher pickup for 33, so an extra set of disables. Dubu, Aghanim Scepter would be fantastic, obviously, to reset after the Spectre ult goes down. Now, every single time he's positioned like this, you can see him constantly trying to position himself to break smokes and see if he can get out in the process. 4 staff away from CCNC, not going to be hit up there. You can see Roya.
They
He
wanna wait
could have
for the
gone
next
for a
one.
Chronosphere, but he's realized he can't go for the Death Prophet anymore.
He wants to wait. They want to wait for the next Roshan. Anyways, if you have this much map control, why wouldn't you? Why would you take a fight before that point?
He's got a lot of smoke still for OpTic.
Maybe
Peter
they
just
go for
bought
it
2.
anyways. I feel like you back out here. If you're Immortals,
Incoming.
just send somebody to push in bottom and reset.
Yeah, you got to deal with bottom because Zai is actually always pushing out one of these lanes with Rocket Flare, which is pretty smart.
Zai is... The early game was really rough for him, but since then he's really come alive.
Yeah.
He's making the right reads. The snipe onto the Wind Ranger was huge. The snipe onto the Roshan was also massive. He's going to send them back right now. It doesn't quite matter because they're waiting on the Roshan anyways, but it does kind of allow more space to farm. And that's all they need right now is time. That's what they're trying to buy for themselves. It's just constant time.
NP is going to get the Nullifier so he can dispel the Aeon Disc and prevent the Death Prophet. So if they can't actually Chronosphere Death Prophet at that point, right? NP puts the Nullifier on
Does it
him.
not trigger no matter what?
Well, you can actually dispel off the Aeon Disc.
I see.
So he could jump in after the Aeon Disc is popped,
Sick.
and then that would prevent him from also casting anything as the Chronosphere fades.
And look at OpTic's position right now. They're just all waiting around this Roshan. They have the same read on the game. And so what MP should do is just continue to go bottom. Like, I would go for another wave here.
can't even spawn for a full minute here. But it doesn't matter. OpTic just want to control this part of the map.
Yeah. Somebody's got to be sent back, though. It'll be the Spectre.
Dire's bottom shrine
They're
is under
smoked
attack.
right on top of Ward. They're going to head over here. Immortals see that. They saw kind of the direction they were hoping for, and Immortals is going to play on a high ground next to their shrine, looks like.
Yeah, and you see Pycat showing right now. OpTic don't have a lot of time to make this play. And the Illusions.
The Illusions bump out. They may have actually
CCNC
bumped into
spotted.
something. CCNC spotted as well. He's trying to make himself a threat. 33 is going to jump in, immediately nails Velo, trying to hit some other heroes. Doesn't really see a whole lot.
back
MP
line,
in the back
PPD.
line tries to go straight for Peter.
He's
They're going
gone.
to take him out before the goal. Now the Spectre's going to pop the ultimate. Roya holding on, seeing for an opportunity for a Chronosphere. He found the real Spectre.
There's the sleep.
This is a great opportunity if he wants to go for this Chronosphere, but he holds on to it. He backs up, not wanting to take it with CCNC having blown the Exorcism and the Spectre ultimate down. Immortals are going to just try and get out of here, and it looks like they might just be able to do so. Dubu, he makes his successful TP out. Roya, time walks deep into the jungle. The goal,
Rock
it's so
barely-
close.
oh, they
They
get the
got
Hex.
him. They saw him with the Rocket Flare, managed to get the Scythe Device play. Royo's still going to try and make his way out of here, though. Another time walk, 2 seconds up, has a cheese as well as the Invis coming up
You have
from the
BKB
Silver Edge.
and
See if he can
cheese.
get out. He didn't pop any of it.
They only had sentries if you BKB cheeses there. And now Roshan is up. OpTic is aware. Ryoya goes for the buyback now.
And this is an opportunity for OpTic.
Yeah, the game sort of opens up again. They don't have Exorcism, though. They don't have Warlock Rock.
Febby spotted. CCNC with a haste rune will try and run him down. Dubu actually managed to get a force staff, and they scare him away. Hook shot from Zai. He's going to go for that one. Meanwhile, they managed to get a beautiful shackle shot, locking down the tube. The Chronosphere
CCNC's
on top. Febby might die, but these two are dead inside the Chronosphere. Pycat's going to try and come in. He pops his blade mail. Velo stops attacking him as best as possible. Roya actually challenges, though. He has that cheese still. Pops it now. Still has a time lock to be able to work with as well. Pycat ends up going down. He doesn't have an ultimate to be able to get back into this fight. He buys
Everyone's
back
coming
anyway,
back.
though. Everyone from OpTic buying back. They have to contest this Roshan. They know that this is a potential game ender.
They absolutely cannot give this up. Now things are a little bit flipped as Ryoya doesn't have Chrono. The Exorcism is cooling down in 30 seconds, and Warlock will come back, won't have ulti.
They got to get in there.
Yeah, they've got Haunt, though. They're going to wait for the Exorcism, I'd imagine, and then all-in commit for this. And I think this is the right idea, because there's still 70 seconds on this Chronosphere. There's no buyback on the Void. MP does have buyback, though.
I mean, it would just be game over if you gave a refresher shard to avoid, right?
It'd be really difficult at this point to win it. He'd have the double BKB, too, which I think is even more important.
12 seconds till the Exorcism. They're going to try it out now. 55 seconds till Chronosphere.
You're just waiting on that.
You've
CCNT
got
will pop
plenty
the
of
Exo. MP, you got to make your way over now.
Spots it out with the power shot.
He's got to go.
Are they just giving up? They're just giving it up.
Okay, they're just giving it up. This is how you reset the game if you're OpTic.
Oh, they're trying to make a play here. Hook shot onto Dubu. They're going to try and blow him up, not let him get the song opportunity to deny the Roshan. And sure enough, they do manage to get that kill. Now the Spectre ultimate goes down. Where's he going to jump forward to? Looks like he may just try and complete Roshan. He does not jump forward and put his life at risk. Roshan is at half HP right now, but now 33 is going to be caught. And this just came up, though. He has a swashbuckle in 3 seconds' time. Blink up in 1. He's feared up by MP. Swashbuckle away. Can't get it out. The last shot is going to be enough. But Dubu,
the sleep
inside of the pit. He managed to get the song. Mystic Fire onto multiple heroes. They almost blow up Zai, but he kills himself.
all living for this.
Side. Agent picked up. Pycat managed to pick it up in the Chronosphere for Roya. Is going to be able to take that one bite down, but the dispersion, it's doing so much. The goal goes down. For now. Pycat, he gets the chase off. The chase off. He's staying alive. He's going to be able to take down the Void. He falls. Immortals are crumbling now. OpTic may have just bought their way back into this game off of an excellent Roshan fight.
Everyone's clicking on the ground. Pycat gets away with 2 out of 3. Gets the Aegis and the cheese. At the last second, gets the cheese off. Still saves the Aegis for himself. That is unbelievable.
He picked up the refresher shard, which may be excellent if OpTic allow him that opportunity, but they've got a full minute and a half to work with here.
They've got a lot of time. You're gonna have Exorcism up before the Void is up. There's no buyback on the Naga Siren, no buyback on the Skywrath. MP does have buyback, as does Velo. Actually used his. But they might just march for this and try to go for the throne. That's 76 seconds down.
But it's so hard to push into the enemy base. Like, one misstep against Velo, you lose one of your heroes without buyback.
MP has to be the one in front.
MP, well, he's going to be the one targeted for sure. They managed to get the Eul Scepter combination onto him with the Scythe of Ice coming in as well. Nice dodge of the Shackle Shot there by Pycat with a Manta.
And just, they're still up 12k, and they might just lose.
They have a tier 2 up in the top lane, so OpTic can't go for Megas. Shackle Shot onto 33, just trying to throw things down. Managed to take away that Aeon Disc with the Mystic Flare.
Right now, you're just trying to buy time for your Void to come back. They pop the Glyph.
The Glyph is going to go down. Bottom lane is actually getting destroyed by creeps right now. Multiple Siege Wagons pushing into the base. So OpTic just made out, trading out. CCNC is going to pop the Exorcism inside of the enemy base. Misses the silence onto
What's
Velo.
the play here if you're OpTic?
Are they going to go for bottom lane as well?
Looks like it.
Pycat plays the front line, knowing that he has Aegis and Cheese. Make sure that nobody can get close to CCNC and the rest of his team.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
They grab the tower. Rax will fall
bottom
shortly.
barracks
They don't
are
have
under
Glyph up.
attack.
Dubu just getting chased down by this illusion right
Radiant's
now.
bottom barracks
Velo
has
is going to
fallen.
try and
Thinking
make
about the sleep.
some sort of play to catch somebody on the way out.
All right, here we
Dubu
go.
does manage to get the song.
Pycat is
There's
no
no way
man's
they
land.
leave Pycat alone. They're going to try and get back in here. He does have 2 lives. Chronosphere's already
pain
blown.
with the
Mystic Flare.
buyback.
They're going to use everything they can to be able to take out that first life. 33 is coming in, though. What a hit. Blinking in, hitting Dubu and Febby. But he can't stop Roya, who's going to go for a second Chronosphere onto Pycat, but he got off the Blade Mail this time around. He's returning so much damage. In the back lines is going to be 33, but Pycat is dead. He's dead for 2 minutes time. Roya needs to be able to get out of here. CCNC is trying to run him down with the Spirit Siphon, but it's not good enough.
Now you
He's
go back
dead
down.
for 2 minutes now. And
Look at the lines
Immortals,
being drawn.
Lines being drawn into the base. They're going to catch
PBD
Peter
doesn't
as
have
well.
buyback gathered. That's
They're
how
all
you do
dead.
it now.
OpTic.
Oh my. Oh, this was such a scary game, but Immortals, barring any sort of disaster.
I mean, there's no way Zai does it by himself. He's a good player, but he's not that good.
What twists and turns this game has had.
Unbelievable. OpTic.
They made us sweat it. Oh, did they make us sweat it?
I mean, there's so many decisions, right? Like, what if they had just backed off and just taken only mid lane of Rax?
Yes.
Oh, he got the creeps.
Oh, he got the creeps?
He got the creeps. That's massive.
Zai?
That's massive.
He's delaying the game.
He's
That's
delaying
70
the
seconds. Oh, they hate
Keep
him
going,
so
Zai.
much right now.
Keep going, Zai. He is
He
that
gets
good of a
the
player.
creeps.
He is that good. Go, Zai, go.
He understands his life is worth this. Absolutely.
Hit
Pops
the
the blade
cogs.
mail.
Buy time. Aeon Disc. Oh.
He's still alive.
Radiant's
Run,
Forrest,
chase
run.
him down. Zai, he will finally fall, but his life is forfeit to save the game, to prolong it a little longer.
That might have actually just bought them enough time. I don't think they can throw in with that. There's 44 seconds left on the Spectre. PPD's about to be up. There's no boots of travel on
He's trying
Ryoya.
to beat down the backdoor regen, but he just can't. The double damage isn't enough.
Trying to get closer to the tower so he can take it. He probably will with 2 more
Okay, he
swipes.
does
Yes.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
The creep wave slowly filtering in. PPD from behind. He wants to try to cut the creep wave. He might even just rock for this.
He's
He
gonna
is
rock
going
for
to.
it. He's gonna delay it as well.
Oh
Roya's
my
gonna try
god,
and
Zai
bodyguard
actually
the
bought
creep
enough
wave.
time?
The golem will die here, but the damage is done.
The upheaval. They're just buying time for this right now.
The backdoor
PPD.
regen, everything they can. The second rock is going to drop now. Backdoor regen is still up. Melee Rax is slowly but surely dying right now, and finally backdoor regen fades.
Your cores, though, are respawning now. 3 heroes about to be up. Immortals, they're not in the healthiest of shape. They might just go for bottom, but this might just be a little bit too greedy. Ryoya, frontlining for this right now. Zai, minute still on a buyback, 20 seconds left. They should just give up this Rax, but they did manage to save the game, and that's the more important thing. The 2 supports from OpTic, they bought enough time. The tips are going out. Unbelievable.
Dire's bottom
All
shrine
right.
is under attack.
I mean, OpTic are still behind. They just lost 2 lanes of Rax, but they also took 2 lanes of Rax when they tried to push into the Radiant base. This game is now effectively even. Buybacks are coming off cooldown. The lanes, the Raxes, they're pretty much even. The tier 2 is now gone from the top lane as well, so OpTic can make that final push into Megas if they would like to.
Zai in this late game situation, think of what he's done. He saved the game by pulling the creep wave. He made that was like a 40-second chase that he forced around the map. He makes it so the next creep wave PPD can just TP in. Like, they're just thinking out of their minds right now. The Roshan snipe, when he gets the rocket flare onto the Wind Ranger, you could make a highlight video off of just this game alone.
I love how I say that, like, Zai's a good player, but he's not that good to just 1v5. Well, he did.
He did, yeah, he actually did. He thought of a way. He's like, okay, my cores are dead for 80 seconds, Everybody on the side of Immortals is up. How do I hold this game?
And the thing is, he's got Rocket Flare, the extra damage. So he kills one creep wave, and he takes another. Oh, man, that's so cool.
Okay, let's go. The game is effectively, for the most part, reset now. If we look at the buybacks, let's look at the statuses. Who's got them?
OpTic is actually the ones who are ahead.
Yes, OpTic has buyback on almost everybody except for their Pango. Somehow, they should have been in like a for sure lost situation, and now they've turned it into, well, we have buybacks and you don't.
4-man smoke up from OpTic.
Yeah, they know the situation. They know there's still no buyback on a lot of these Immortal heroes. They are going to play for the win. They absolutely should. They've been given so many different chances at this.
All they have to do is catch MP. But MP has already backed off, knowing that he is the most critical player at this
Chrono's massive here. But even if you catch some of these cores, they do have buyback. 33
just
looking
going to roll in. He already knocked up onto Velo. Managed to get the scythe afterwards, but Dubu intercepts with a song. How are they going to be able to hard reset this one? They managed to get the ensnare on the back line, so they're going to try and blow up Peter Pan Dam, but he does manage to get off the Aeon disc. It procs as he takes a bunch of damage.
Gotta be careful here. Pops the BKB, tries to get out.
Blinks away, trying to get the golem down to be able to catch him. But now the Spectre ultimate. They know MP does not have the immediate blink, but he gets another one off. 33 just couldn't slow down these heroes. Dubu's going to be caught on his way out.
Doesn't have the buyback.
Not have buyback.
And they go back in for this nice Chrono.
3-man Chronosphere. Meanwhile, Velo goes straight for 33. Sonic Wave on top of all these heroes. And the AoE Shadow Strike on Pycat as well as Zyber kills himself on Blade Mail. He does have a buyback, but they must kill Pycat now. MP needs this kill desperately. They're going to be able to catch CCNC. He's already dead. The big carry of Pycat is keeping himself alive off the Warlock
TP in 3 seconds. They're looking for him. MP.
MP.
You're just along the side. 1 second. Doesn't get the fear. Good catch.
He is dead. They will be forced into buybacks as well.
Fantastic.
And Velo gets the ultra kill, but that was a team effort. Immortals, they could just force the buybacks. Their buybacks, 2 minutes to refresh onto MP. Doesn't have the gold for it quite yet.
Look at it. He's trying to use the golem to keep the waves pushed in as much as possible.
Yeah, the support duo cutting the wave, trying to do what they can.
6 seconds? No, it's not even close. Velo destroys that golem. He gets the 200 gold for it. Refresher orb now for Roya, and he just spotted that Roshan is up. You're tempted to go for that, but at the same time, you want to force OpTic to buy back.
You really want to force OpTic to buy back. Otherwise, you're just put in the same position where you have to win a team fight. And remember, they had to commit the buyback on the Void for that, just to win that fight and keep it even. 50 seconds. They want to at least get mega creeps out of this. But they're pinging inside the base.
MP does really good right-click damage. He can, by himself, put some pressure on this as soon as the backdoor protection
This time
is
they've
gone.
got a creep wave on them.
His eye's not sniping this one.
Yeah, they're going to go for the megas. They should be aware that OpTic have buyback. Spectre with the buyback.
They're going to try and hold on to the rest, but now the hook shot already in. They're just going to push back MP. They're not making a grand entrance here.
Just reset right now.
Immortals. Now, they forced one buyback, but I think they still need Roshan to even out this game.
Yes. The buyback's available on the DP, but if you kill once, as they're making their way over right now.
Okay, but Dubu's in great place to intercept instantly. Song, as soon as he sees
this is how you save the game.
Hold them in place. Roshan is guaranteed tomorrow.
The Spectre hunt! Pycat's in for it!
Spectre! He might be able to get it. Agent's already been picked up. Velo managed to grab that one.
The 3 cores live.
Pycat, he wasn't able to get anything out of that. Dubu is dead as a result, though.
They had to use the haunt for that. Dubu will be completely okay with this.
Yeah.
And the support play from both sides. Dubu, he knows that the enemy side is coming over. Velo is low. They reset the game once again. They've got the Aegis onto their Void.
They've got 3
No,
Chronos
they don't. They've got 3 Chronos, though.
Well, okay, he's got cheese, though. He can't actually get 3 Chronos.
I can't believe they gave it to Velo. Velo has buyback.
I mean, I think everyone was just...
They were just clicking, yeah.
Like, everybody was like, whatever you can get it.
It was like a potluck. What'd you get?
Unfortunately, you can't trade away the Aegis. Like you can the shard
triple
of cheese.
Does he even... I mean, he could cheese for it, so...
Yeah, he's fine. He could cheese. He could intel treads. That would probably get him enough.
What a game.
Well. Insane. Neither one of these teams wants to be in the loser's bracket. Both of them want to be able to play for that spot at TI today. So I believe we're playing the upper bracket match after these two. Oh,
There's been so many mistakes on both sides, but...
I mean, it's just a stressful, hectic game, right?
It's still savable. I mean, PPD and Zai trying to pull it together.
Peter's now got a Vlad's. Any other items?
I think
that are-
this is like the potential, like, well, I can't build anything better.
Yeah.
If we somehow get mega creeped, this is how you do it.
Is there anything else game-changing that you spotted?
There's an Abyssal Blade on 33, but I think he's had that.
Yeah, he's had that for a little while. I think
Everyone's got an
Aeon Disc on Zai is relatively recent. Bloodthorn Silver Edge combo for MP is something to look out for, obviously. That Doom combo.
The Son of Doom.
The Son of
somebody
Doom.
smoked? Yep.
4-man smoke up with an Arcane Root on the Wind Ranger.
There is buyback in 50 gold for this Queen of Pain, and that's why MP going to jump up here. Just farm this out real quick.
Between the CDR and the Arcane Rune, he actually almost has back-to-back Shackle.
Yeah. So let's see how they set up this fight, Ryoya. You've got the double ult. You know that Pycat doesn't have that buyback. That's why he's going to send the illusions in first.
Try and bait it out. Hope for the best.
Yeah, and Velo poking up, but they know. And instead, he's just going to go for the tower. He's got the Aegis. He's going to be the frontliner here. He's doing a lot of damage to this tower. Might just nab it. OpTic doesn't seem that interested in defending for the tower. And Velo going to get emboldened by this.
And
here's the hook
do manage
shot.
to get the hook shot. Golems in back lines. They can make sure they blow up
There's the
Velo
first
and
life.
take away that Aegis. 33 goes to the hit. And they manage to catch Dubu with this Yule's combination inside of the Cox. Is Velo with a BKB turning, trying to go for CCNC. Gets out of line.
BKB's down.
But MP does manage to take down Peter. 33,
Ryoya.
a little bit out of position here. Aeon Disc going to be activated, trying to shield crash up the hill, but he's already been silenced up. Won't be able to make it out.
one.
Mystic Flare
Ryoya's
blows him up.
hexed.
CCNC starts
Can he
coming
get
forward.
anything
Now the
off?
Spectre comes forward. Ryoya does manage to get away.
Here's the heal. This is the Spectre counter right now. The Haunt not doing too much.
They
Everyone's
still
full HP.
have 3 Chronospheres. But he's been silenced. He does have the BKB. He's going to be bashed up now. Spirit
Ryoya.
Siphon goes for that first one. Chronosphere only locking down 33. CCNC runs into it, but he's not taking the damage.
He's got the
33.
second one. He's
Now
got
it's the second
Pycat. Where's the
Chronosphere. He's
damage?
going for the buyback with the Mystic Flare. Pycat, he's getting blown up. Couldn't get off the
That's
play bell in
gonna do
time.
it.
He has no buyback, and CCNC now left against a swarm of Immortal heroes who are pushing into his base. They are going to take this game. Immortals.
The third Chrono.
A back and forth game. The third Chronosphere will eliminate OpTic. Out of this upper bracket, they will head down to the losers bracket. Immortals. Unbelievable.
Oh my. Woo!
Damn.
That's how you close out a best of 3. Immortals, if they lost that game, like Ryoya he's just leaving the house. The qualifiers is done for them. Like he's just leaving the house. He does manage to salvage it in the end. Sick plays on both sides. Dubu sleep to secure the Roshan.
Great
The
plays.
snipes from Zai, the rocket flares. I mean, that was a little bit on Immortals as well for not protecting their creep wave because they got so ahead of themselves. You could see the cogs turning. They're like, guys, I think we just won. The game's over.
Like just a clockwork?
Yeah,
What
this
can
is
he
a
do?
clocker. Like, there's nothing he can do. We won. The game's done. What did you guys think of that? Whatever that was. Yeah, same.
No, that was such a well, especially early game, right? Like they took over completely. Immortals has played so well today, like the 2 games they've won, and not only that, Velo, did he end up with 20 kills? Like I know we weren't talking about, but Velo ended. I saw he was like
He had
18,
19.
He was 19, what 19-5 and like 30.
Yeah.
He played insanely good win range. Like they had a tricore, didn't they? They had a very big tricore and the
3
other
mobile
team,
cores that are all farming and all getting
and
pickoffs.
right, like Queen of Pain scales very well into the late game.
Yeah.
Wind Ranger scales decently in the late game, and Void. I mean, back in Dota 1, people were like Void's the best one-on-one hero in the game. Like they actually had a very greedy tricore, and they were just against one super hard carry, going up in the Spectre, and I mean I would say they proved 99% of the Dota world wrong today with that amazing game. And I know Ryoya, he had that one mistake at the tier 3, right, where he didn't pause BKB, and then that one at in the bottom lane, he couldn't get away. Everyone's like, why doesn't he just BKB TP? Zai was there with the hook shot.
The bigger one was when he had cheese.
Yeah.
When he had cheese and BKB, and he could have. I think he cheesed BKB's time walks, and then he has Silver Edge, and they had no dust.
But you could still get hooked, and then what if you're just sitting?
They didn't
there?
have hook at that point. I'm pretty sure.
No, they did. That was he held hook just for that because they used the rock to cancel the to break the trees, and I think he still had hook. I mean, if
They
he
didn't
just
have
goes
dust,
in
though.
Viz, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been a. I mean, he definitely could have survived, but he probably just thought maybe he wasn't thinking. Who knows? But they won.
Yeah, they did win.
They won, and that had to be a nerve-wracking game for both teams, especially Immortals, right? Because like everyone's thinking you're going to be the first team eliminated out of this bracket, right? Like everyone, and now you're the first team in winners. Like That had to be so nerve-wracking for him, and they did it. Your turn, Brian.
I mean, that whole game was an emotional roller coaster. You love a little bit of sloppiness from both teams just to like make it really interesting at the end, because it's like once you hit the 40, 50-minute mark, you can't play a clean Dota anymore. It's like not actually possible. I'll let you know how I do when I get to that point in a competitive match. But I feel like what I underestimated in the draft was the Naga sleep against Spectre Haunt.
Yeah.
It came into play several times, and I didn't really consider that. You think of like Naga against Void, and I think I've actually lost to that before, but the Naga sleep against Spectre. But especially late game, the Spectre Haunt, the purpose of it is to take you all down to like half or less, and then they have the Ags.
Yep.
So then the whole team's just back to full, and you're absolutely willing to trade any support ult for Haunt, right? It's not even debatable.
Just Naga, right? PPD gave up Naga first pick 3 games in a row, right? I mean, that definitely, he has to go back and be like, well, we got the clockwork versus Naga, but, I mean, Dubu, right, when he just held the whole other team out while they finished that, 4th, 5th Roshan, like, Naga definitely secured him that game, if not won it.
Naga just makes it easier to play.
Yeah.
Which is not that... Like, it can't be understated, like, how important it is to just, like, say, we're taking this objective, and if something goes wrong, or if we need to protect it, just have
run.
ult and run away.
Great. Congrats to Immortals.
Yeah,
I mean, they haven't qualified for anything, though. They have not qualified for anything. They will be in the winner's bracket waiting for Cole EG, but that's a big step, and it knocks, one of the favorites of this whole thing down to the loser bracket early.
Yeah, if you could take on OpTic, you can beat anybody else, right?
Yeah. Easily. It's just one good day, and they're there. They just now have one best of 3 to qualify for TI.
Grant did keep stressing that. He said,
it
doesn't matter if you're the best team in the quals.
Yeah.
You just have to be the best team today.
Yeah.
And you're good.
And so far they are.
I want to say that, like, about this is I don't want to insult Immortals because they did win, but it's like, now this is even scarier for the team that loses the next series.
Yeah.
Because maybe you thought, like, now the loser of the next series has to play OpTic in the loser bracket first round, which is like, I mean, that's scary. I feel like, if anything, even though you just saw them lose to Immortals.
What a hype game, though.
Yeah,
this game
crazy.
3, and the fact that it was a game 3, that was crazy. Immortals, they were up gold the whole game. I know we talk about like net worth doesn't matter after a certain point, but they were never down net worth, were they? Like they were always up, and NP was a monster. He was like 7 slotted the entire game at a certain point. Just ownage.
Crazy. All right, guys, that was one hell of a series. But we have more of the North American qualifiers. We have the second of the, upper bracket semifinals, which is going to be EG versus Complexity.
Oh, wait, Cap, do you know what else we have? We have this crazy thing we're selling now that is pizza inside of a bag.
Wow.
I know some people think it doesn't exist, but it does. At bts.gg/pizza, you can get 10% off. And you can have pizza anytime. You want to go camping? You can't order pizza up there. You can take pizza in a bag, though. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's got all the natural herbs that keep it fresh for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. It does taste like pizza.
It does.
It does, actually.
It does.
Taste like pizza.
So, yeah, shout out to that. We are going to go to a quick break. When we come back, Complexity versus EG, PPD versus Kyle. No, I'm just kidding. It will be Complexity versus Evil Geniuses. We will be back very shortly. Quick break, so see you guys soon.